Dear students, today we will be doing problems on the theorems taught in the last class. It is a very important problem. For each of the problem statement, for each of the impulse responses given, determine whether the corresponding systems are part A memoryless, part B causal, part C stable. There are few problems. First problem, h of t is equal to e to the power minus 2 into modulus of t. We have to check whether the system described by this h of t has memory, causal, stable, etc. We know that mod t is equal to t for t greater than 0, mod t equals minus t for t less than 0, which means h of t equals e to the power minus 2t for t greater than 0, e to the power plus 2t for t less than 0. Using this, I am going to sketch h of t. Please watch. Y-axis is h of t, x-axis is t. For t greater than 0, we have the expression e power minus 2t. For t less than 0, we have the expression e to the power plus 2t. At t equal to 0, the value is 1. This is called double-sided exponential signal. Double-sided exponential signal. Now let me see whether the system has memory. I am going to say A. H of t is not of the form C into delta of t. Obvious, no? There is no impulse at t equal to 0. H of t, there must be only one impulse which occurs at t equal to 0. Then only it is memoryless. H of t is not of the form C into delta of t. Hence, system has memory. Has memory means not memoryless. B. For a system to be causal, h of t must be 0 for t less than 0. You see here, h of t is not 0 for t less than 0 because of e power 2t. I am going to say here, since h of t not equal to 0 for t less than 0, it means system is non-causal. Third one, we have to check for stability. For that, we will perform the integration. S is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity modulus of h of t dt. See, the entire graph is lying above x-axis. Therefore, this modulus has got no meaning. For example, if you have a figure like this, let us say this is h of t. I am giving an example with a sine function like this. Okay, there is now a positive cycle, there is a negative cycle. When you take its modulus of h of t, the y-axis is modulus of h of t, then what happens is you get rectification. Negative half cycle becomes positive half cycle. Here, there is nothing below 0 volt axis. Therefore, this modulus has got no meaning. Here you see, but if you apply this equation to this figure, this modulus has got meaning because when you take modulus of this negative half cycle, it becomes positive half cycle. Okay, please keep this in mind. So, what is this integration from minus infinity to 0 e to the power 2t dt? I am not putting modulus because modulus of a positive number is number itself. Plus integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus 2t dt. limits. You get e to the power 2t divided by 2 with the limits minus infinity to 0 plus e to the power minus 2t by minus 2 with the limits 0 and infinity. So you get what? Half plus half. E power minus infinity is 0 equal to 1. This is less than infinity. This implies system is Bibo stable. System is Bibo stable. So for a system to be causal, h of t should be 0 for t less than 0. For a system to be stable, s must be less than infinity. For a system to possess no memory, h of t should be of the form c into delta of t. So this is a very important problem which is completely based on the theorem taught in the previous class. I will go to the next problem. Same statement will hold good for the next problem also. h of t equals e power minus 2t into u of t. See, u of t is either 1 or 0. So this is nothing but h of t I can write as h of t equals e power minus 2t into 1 for t greater than 0. E power minus 2t into 0 equal to 0 for t less than 0. I am going to sketch h of t now. Y axis is h of t. X axis is t. For t greater than 0, it is exponentially decaying as suggested by e power minus 2t. At t equal to 0, the value is 1. For t less than 0, the function is 0 as per this statement. This is called decaying exponential signal. This is decaying exponential signal. Now, from the given expression for h of t, I have written the figure. Now, I am going to base my comments for a system to be memoryless. Again, please note that h of t is not of the form c into delta of t. Therefore, system has memory. I am going to say h of t is not of the form. H of t is not of the form c into delta of t, which implies system has memory. Second one, h of t is 0, see, for t less than 0, therefore system is causal. Since h of t equals 0 for t less than 0, it implies system is causal. System is causal. Next we go for stability. S equals integration minus infinity to plus infinity modulus of h of t dt. See here. This modulus has got no meaning for this problem because the entire curve lies above 0 volt axis. Magnitude of positive area only. Therefore, this modulus is redundant for this problem. Integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus 2t dt, which is e to the power minus 2t divided by minus 2 between 0 and infinity is equal to half, which is less than infinity. This implies system is causal. Sorry, system is stable. Stable system. Stable means Bibo stable. So the system has memory because h of t is not of the form c into delta of t. H of t is 0 for t less than 0, therefore system is causal. System is impulse response, h of t is absolutely integrable, which is shown by the fact s equal to half, which is less than infinity. Therefore, system is stable. We'll go to the next problem. Third one. H of t equals u of t plus 1 minus 2 times u of t minus 1. Now I have to sketch what is h of t. Please see the board. X axis is t, y-axis is h of t. Critical points first to mark. T plus 1 equal to 0 gives you t equal to minus 1. T minus 1 equal to 0 gives you t equal to 1. At t equal to minus 1 and plus 1, some changes will take place. U of t plus 1 will start at t equal to minus 1 with a value equal to plus 1. I have told this in the previous module. U of t plus 1 starts at t equal to minus 1 with a value 1. At t equal to 1, the second function starts and adds a value minus 2. To 1 if you add minus 2, plus 1 minus 2 is minus 1. This is the sketch. So from the given expression, I have made the sketch of h of t. Now I am going to comment. H of t is not of the form c into delta of t. Since h of t is not of the form, h of t is not of the form c into delta of t. It means, it implies system has memory. System has memory. Second one, see, h of t is not 0 for t less than 0. Therefore, system is anti-causal or non-causal. Since h of t not equal to 0 for t less than 0, it implies system is non-causal or anti-causal. Next, I am going to determine stability. S equals what? Integration minus infinity to plus infinity modulus of h of t dt. Now this modulus has got meaning because we have got a negative cycle here. So integration from minus 1 to plus 1. What is h of t? 1. From 1 to infinity, what is h of t? H of t is minus 1. 1 if you integrate, you get t between limits minus 1 and plus 1. Modulus of minus 1 is 1. If you integrate, you get t between 1 and infinity. If you put limits, you get infinity. Which implies system is unstable. System is unstable. For system to be stable, S must be a finite value, means a value which is less than infinity. I told that this modulus has got meaning when the negative half cycle is there. Negative cycle is there. Modulus of minus 1, as it looks, it's 1. Therefore, this integral will give a value which is infinity, which makes the system to be unstable. I will take one example of a discrete time system. Fourth one. H of n is equal to half to the power n into u of n minus 1. See, u of n minus 1 solution. U of n minus 1. We know that u of n minus 1 has a value either 1 or 0. When it has got a value equal to 1, when n minus 1 is greater or equal to 0 or n greater or equal to 1. 0 when n minus 1 less than 0 or n less than 1. I'm going, therefore h of n equals half to the power n for n greater or equal to 1, 0 for n less than 1. I'm going to make a sketch. Please watch here. X-axis is n, y-axis is h of n. Is n equal to 0, n equals 1, 2, 3, 4. At n equal to 1, what is the amplitude? At n equal to 1, the amplitude is half. At n equal to 2, what is the amplitude? 1 by 4. At n equal to 3, what is the amplitude? 1 by 8. You get decaying samples. This is 1 by 8. 1 by 8. At n equal to 0, it is 0. Minus 1, 0. Minus 2, 0. This is the sketch of h of n. And what is the expression for h of n? H of n is half to the power n for n greater or equal to 1. Now I write the comment for memoryless. H of n is not of the form. H of n is not of the form. H of n is not of the form C into delta of n. Hence system has memory. System has memory. But see here, there are no samples of h of n for negative values of n. That means h of n equals 0 for n less than 0, which implies system is causal. System is causal. Next, we want to go for stability. For stability, we have to do some analysis. Part C, stability. S is equal to summation n equals minus infinity to plus infinity modulus of h of n. All the samples of h of n are positive. Therefore, this modulus can be dispensed off. It can be discarded. Summation, come to this expression. H of n equals half to the power n. For n greater or equal to 1, that means n taking values from 1 to infinity. Now recall this formula, summation a to the power n from n equal to 0 to n naught is a to the power n naught by 1 minus a, provided mod a is less than 1. This formula we have to apply over here. What is a here? Half. So it is half to the power 1 divided by 1 minus half. So you get that definitely this is less than infinity, which implies system is stable. Stable means Bigot stable. So this is how, see, what is important is, if you want to find stability, yes, we'll have an integration from minus infinity to plus infinity and modulus of h of t for a continuous time system. For a discrete time system, h of n will have summation, modulus of h of n will have summation from minus infinity to plus infinity. Fifth problem. Fifth problem. H of n equals 2 to the power n into u of minus n. Solution. U of minus n is either 1 or 0. When it is 1, when minus n is greater or equal to 0, or n less than or equal to 0. 0 for minus n less than 0 or n greater than 0. When you multiply both sides by minus 1, this inequality will reverse. Hence h of n equals what? H of n is 2 to the power n into 1 equals 2 to the power n for n less or equal to 0. 2 to the power n into 0 equal to 0 for n greater than 0. I am going to make the sketch now. X-axis is n, y-axis is h of n. When n is 0, 2 to the power 0 is 1. When n is minus 1, 2 to the power minus 1 is half. When n is minus 2, 2 to the power minus 2. That means we have got samples that decay for negative values of n. For positive values of n, all the samples are 0. This is the sketch of h of n. Again I say, h of n is not of the form, C into delta of n. Hence system has memory or not memoryless. Not memoryless or has memory. All the samples of h of n are present for negative values of n. That means h of n is not 0 for n less than 0. Therefore, system is non-causal. H of n not equal to 0 for n less than 0. This implies system is non-causal. System is non-causal or anti-causal. Next one, stability. Stability involves calculations. Third part, part C, stability. S is equal to summation n equals minus infinity to plus infinity modulus of h of n equals summation n equals minus infinity to 0. What is h of n? It is 2 to the power n. Put n equal to minus n. Put n equal to minus n. Then s is equal to, when n is minus infinity, what is m? Plus infinity. When n is minus infinity, m is plus infinity. When n is 0, what is m? 0. You get 2 to the power minus m. Summation limits can be interchanged. Summation m equal to 0 to infinity. 2 to the power m means half to the power m. Recall the formula. Recall summation n equal to 0 to infinity a to the power n equals 1 over 1 minus a, provided mod a is less than 1. Here what is a? Here a is half. Therefore we get s is equal to 1 over 1 minus half is equal to 2, which is definitely less than infinity. This implies system is Bibo stable, bounded input, bounded output stable. Next, last problem in this series, I think problem number 6. H of n equals delta of n plus sine pi n. Sine pi n. Please see the board. Sine pi n solution. Sine pi n equals 0 for all n. Sine pi is 0, sine 2 pi is 0, sine 3 pi is 0. Hence, h of n equals delta of n. In other words, the sine pi is given in order to confuse you. H of n is delta of n plus 0 is delta of n only. Because why it is sine pi is 0? For all sine 0 is 0, sine pi is 0, 2 pi, 3 pi, sine minus pi 0, sine minus 2 pi 0. So what I mean is, if you make a sketch of it, y-axis is h of n, x-axis is n. At n equal to 0, you got an impulse whose amplitude is 1. There are no other samples. So now you see, h of n is of the form c into delta of n. What is c? In fact, what is c? In fact, c equals 1, because the amplitude is 1. This implies system has no memory, memoryless. System has no memory. Third one, all the samples of h of n are 0 for negative values of n. Therefore, system is causal. H of n equals 0 for n less than 0. This implies system is causal. Third one, we'll do the calculation. S is equal to summation n equals minus infinity to plus infinity, modulus of h of n. What it means is, if you take, instead of h of n, if you write modulus of h of n, the figure doesn't change, because modulus of 1 is 1 only. The summation means add all the samples of modulus of h of n from minus infinity to plus infinity. What is the sum? Sum means 1. This is definitely less than infinity, which implies system is Bibo stable, bounded input, bounded output stable. This type of problem is very commonly asked in the examination, and can quite easily be cracked in the examination. Therefore, please go through it, and if you have any difficulties, please meet me when you come to the college after a long break. Thank you.